The next item. Sorry, mic wasn't on. For the next item, we have an overview of our HCPS career ladder. We felt it was timely while we've provided the board some updates along the way of our exciting progress on this front. As you know, our proposed budget includes significant funding for expansion of the ladder. So we thought it would be appropriate to update the board on the impact to date of the career ladder and how those expansion plans are an important part of our work going forward. And again, to appreciate the board's support of continued funding in this area.
Okay, good afternoon, Chair Atkins, members of the board, and Dr. Cashwell. My name is Leslie Hughes, and I'm the Chief Learning Officer for Henrico County Public Schools. I'm joined today by Dr. Tracy Weston, Director of Professional Learning and Leadership, and together we'll provide the board with an update on the HCPS career ladder. It is important to note that the career ladder aligns directly with the division's strategic plan, Destination 2025, specifically around the recruitment and retention of high-quality employees. For the board's awareness, a career ladder is a framework enabling employees to develop and advance within an organization. As you would imagine, employees who can advance professionally and increase their earnings in an organization where they are valued are more likely to remain in that organization. A career ladder also represents a personalized approach to professional learning and career pathways, providing employees with continuous means to enhance their skills and knowledge. More importantly, educators don't have to leave the classroom to advance on their career path. Before we share career ladder highlights, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey that's brought us to where we are today. On March 26, 2020, Dr. Weston and I were poised to present the implementation plan for the newly designed career ladder to the school board. However, as we are all too aware, the global context shifted dramatically just 10 days prior to the scheduled meeting. While the pandemic temporarily slowed momentum, we fast forward to July 2022. After numerous focus groups and extensive collaboration with teams across the division, the career ladder, which was created by educators for educators, was officially launched, marking a significant investment in the Henrico staff. The career ladder stands as the most innovative and ambitious initiative for professional learning and educator advancement in the division and the region's history. At this time, I'll turn the presentation over to Dr. Weston.
As mentioned earlier, the career ladder journey, inspired by the superintendent's vision to create a compensated growth opportunity for staff, began before the pandemic. The vision received strong support from both our school board and the County Board of Supervisors and was brought to fruition through the collective efforts of the Learning, Finance, and Human Resources teams. Initiated in 2018, the career ladder's design was informed by the voices of more than 40 staff focus groups aimed to increase retention and promote continuous professional growth. These groups were diverse, encompassing new and veteran teachers, highly accomplished and retired educators, individuals who had left the teaching profession, school mental health professionals, and administrators. Representing all 5 magisterial districts, focus groups also included educators from all grade levels and subject areas. The resounding input from these focus groups included the need for compensated career advancement founded in professional learning, allowing educators to continue to work directly with students, and the need for meaningful and powerful professional learning in addition to pre-existing degrees and certifications such as a master's degree or board certification. Focus group input guided the development of the program's initial model. Progress from the first focus groups to actual implementation and anticipated expansion is highlighted on the slide. Through our research of programs nationwide, it became clear that Henrico's career ladder distinguished itself by its unique approach. Unlike most systems, which were primarily merit or performance-based and often not sustainable, Henrico's model emphasizes teacher growth through job-embedded and compensated professional learning. Not surprisingly, Henrico's career ladder is attracting considerable attention nationwide. School divisions and professional organizations, both within Virginia and across the country, are requesting information to learn more. Marking the most recent significant milestones, the first micro-credential course catalog was published in July 2022. And in January 2023, The first specialization cohort started with 2 learning tracks. We look forward to expanding upon these milestones during the presentation. There are 3 programs unique to Henrico that distinguish our career ladder from the handful of others across the country. It is important to note that Henrico is the only school division in Virginia that has a career ladder for educators. The 3 programs include specializations, micro-credentials, and the teacher licensure cohort. Throughout this update, you will hear and see the name HCPSU. HCPSU is the one-stop source for professional learning in Henrico. All information related to the teaching and learning framework, the career ladder, and professional learning opportunities for staff can be found online at HCPSU. This afternoon, we begin by highlighting the specializations program. Specializations are year-long, 32-week, cohort-based programs that offer practical and applied professional learning. Learning is centered around Henrico's teaching and learning framework, particularly focusing on the instructional model. Sessions are developed and led by Henrico staff and are provided to participants at no cost. Often referred to as an in-division master's program, the content is grounded in research and specifically caters to Henrico's unique student population, contrasting with traditional graduate-style learning, which cannot tailor its approach to a single school division or locality. All work connects directly to each participant's individual context as an educator, with assignments and demonstrations of knowledge that ensure concepts are understood and are directly implemented into each participant's work. Learning through a cohort approach fosters a professional network, encouraging ongoing collaboration well beyond the end of the learning experience. Upon successful completion of a specialization, participants earn a 4.8% pay increase. In January 2023, the first 2 specializations, teaching and learning and diverse learners, launched with 48 participants and 4 specialists with the Division of Learning facilitating the courses. All applicants who applied for a specialization were accepted. The goal of specialization courses is the transfer of learning directly into classrooms. As shown on the slide, cohort participants complete an original portfolio of work throughout the year to show mastery of their learning. These portfolios include samples of student work, video recordings of practical implementation, and reflections on professional practice. Feedback is an integral part of the learning process and is provided by fellow cohort members and adjunct faculty. The specialization process truly mirrors the rigor, knowledge, and assessment of a higher education graduate course. The primary differences are that specializations are tailored to HCPS-specific language and practices, and again, they're offered at no cost to our participants. As stated earlier, one goal of the career ladder is to positively impact recruitment and retention. In 2023, the overall attrition rate was 12%. In contrast, specialization participants showed a teacher attrition rate of 4.1%, with only 2 participants resigning to accept promotions with the Virginia Department of Education. Perhaps one of the most powerful data points gathered from year 1 participants came from quarterly surveys. 100% of participants indicated that they were overall very satisfied or satisfied with their experience in the specialization. At a rate of 99%, participants strongly agreed or agreed with the statement, participating in the specialization cohort positively impacted my professional practice. Open-ended responses from participants were overwhelmingly positive, including accolades for the adult learning approach, knowledgeable and engaging facilitators, and for the cohort-style learning experience. One participant shared, being a part of this specialization allowed me to collaborate with other educators from across the county. It was the most unique professional learning I have ever done, and I learned so much about myself and my teaching each week. The ultimate testament to the program's success is the growing interest from eligible employees. In January 2023, we launched the first 2 specialization cohorts with a capacity of 25 participants in each, and all spots were filled. By January 2024, the number of applications more than doubled, reaching 125. Thanks to the unwavering support of the school board, we expanded the number of seats to accommodate all applicants, ensuring everyone seeking growth opportunities was included. Without the school board's support and funding, this expansion would not have been possible. Also in January 2024, we further expanded the program by introducing a third specialization, trauma-informed educator, adding to our existing teaching and learning and diverse learner specializations. Currently, we offer 2 classes each in teaching and learning and diverse learners, along with 1 class in trauma-informed educator. The growth in both participant numbers and course offerings underscores our collective commitment to Henrico staff and professional development. Thank you for making this possible. We have that video that we're actually going to send to the school board at a later date that supports the work that we're talking about. As mentioned throughout the presentation, the foundation of HCPS Career Ladder is growth through professional learning. Instead of requiring a lengthy application process for participation in a specialization, eligibility only requires applicants to have 5 years teaching experience and 2 successfully completed micro-credentials. There are no additional requirements. Next, we will move to the micro-credential program. Micro-credentials are competency-based courses or experiences providing 20 to 30 hours of targeted learning on a specific topic or learning series. The micro-credential program provides an on-demand and personalized approach to professional development featuring over 50 unique learning opportunities. Educators can choose courses that deepen their knowledge and enhance instructional practices. The program is structured to offer a broad range of courses accommodating shorter learning periods. This structure enables staff to engage in 3 or more micro-credentials each academic year at no cost to participants. Micro-credentials not only act as a pathway to access the more advanced specialization program, but also provide significant standalone value for targeted professional learning. They also serve to recognize staff for completing professional learning courses and demonstrating expertise in a wide range of instruction-related topics. Again, the completion of 2 micro-credentials, along with 5 years experience, are the only 2 requirements for applying for a specialization cohort. Micro-credentials are offered 3 times a year, fall, spring, and summer, with each course catalog providing 10 to 15 course options. A blended in-person and asynchronous learning experience provides a flexible schedule with valuable in-person opportunities for collaboration and feedback. The average class size for a micro-credential is 20 to 30 participants, and to date, all participants who have applied for a micro-credential have been accepted. In just 18 months, the micro-credential program has demonstrated substantial impact. Since July 2022, a total of 690 educators have completed 784 micro-credentials, accumulating over 19,600 hours of professional learning. However, the influence of this program extends well beyond the 690 direct participants. Every colleague, team member, and most importantly, every student who interacts with a cohort participant benefits from the participant's learning experiences. Throughout this presentation, we have focused on learning opportunities available to eligible staff through professional learning. Additionally, we would like to highlight opportunities for leading learning, anchored in our belief that we learn best from one another. We depend, thank you, upon our experts in the field, our teachers and leaders, to develop curricula for both micro-credentials and specializations. Moreover, staff who have successfully completed micro-credentials and specializations qualify to apply for HCPSU adjunct faculty positions, potentially teaching one of these courses in the future. In fact, 3 year 1 participants are now serving as adjunct faculty for year 2 specializations. The 23-24 school year brought the first expansion of the Career Ladder program, introducing the Virginia Department of Education approved teacher licensure cohort for provisionally licensed teachers at the secondary level. And coming soon, a program expansion to include bus drivers, instructional assistants, office professionals, and school leaders. While we are very early in the planning stages, we are excited about creating additional pathways for the future. For the remainder of this presentation, we will highlight the teacher licensure cohort. While many elements of the Career Ladder focus on advancing and recognizing established career educators, other components support teachers just entering the profession. The teacher licensure cohort, TLC, offers a proactive and innovative pathway for secondary provisionally licensed teachers to obtain licensure in Virginia at no cost to be a participant. This structured and accelerated route combines in-person professional learning from district leaders with online coursework from iTeach, a VDOE-approved non-college program. Career Ladder funding covers the $3,000 iTeach program cost for each participant. Recognized by the VDOE for its exemplary dual approach, Henrico's TLC program stands out in the state, receiving acknowledgement from both iTeach and VDOE for its retention success in the first year. TLC has demonstrated a strong impact as evidenced by teacher feedback from both program participants and school administrators. Teachers report increased confidence in their instructional strategies, while administrators have observed noticeable improvements in classroom engagement and student learning outcomes. The program has also positively affected teacher retention rates. Historically, the turnover rate for provisionally licensed teachers was concerning, often due to the challenges they faced in securing full licensure while managing a teaching load. However, in the program's first year, only 2% of participants resigned, and the remaining 96% of teachers are progressing through the program with an expected completion date of May 31st, 2024. Through this one-year accelerated program and upon successful completion, participants will meet the professional studies coursework requirements. Survey data from our first 4 months show that 99% of participants either strongly agree or agree that they are satisfied with their professional learning experiences at monthly meetings. 94% strongly agree or agree that professional learning content is relevant to their current role. The following comment was recently shared by one of the program participants. The program has allowed teachers to come clear their heads. I can focus on myself as a professional, and I have available resources and connect with other teachers and other professionals. I have found the content and iTeach helpful. On a personal note, I would not still be teaching if it weren't for this program. The TLC program is currently available to provisionally licensed teachers at the secondary level and those seeking K-12 license endorsements in areas such as physical education and the arts. Henrico is currently in the application process to extend the TLC program to include provisionally licensed teachers at both the elementary and middle school levels. As highlighted in today's presentation, the commitment to recruiting, retaining, and rewarding HCPS staff continues to be a focus across the division. While the career ladder is not a standalone solution to the current teacher shortage, it is a proactive and innovative approach unique to Henrico County Public Schools. The first 18 months since the Career Ladder's official launch in July 2022 have demonstrated staff buy-in and satisfaction, program credibility, enhanced instructional practices, and improved retention rates. However, this is just the beginning. We look forward to sharing further success and expansions updates at a future board meeting. The Career Ladder truly is making a difference. Please see the slide on the quote from a cohort member from the first specialization. I believe that in life it is so important to continue learning. I was considering switching counties and possibly careers because I felt my learning was stalled. I also felt it was so hard to climb a step on the pay scale and move up the ladder. However, after taking this class, I'm having so much fun challenging myself and learning again. Each week, I can't wait to go back to my schools and try out what I've learned. I am really enjoying teaching again, and I appreciate the career growth opportunities from HCPS. This sentiment is one we hear repeatedly from Career Ladder participants. For those who had considered leaving the profession or transferring to other counties, opportunities afforded through the Henrico Career Ladder re-energize their passion for teaching and their commitment to Henrico County Public Schools. At this time, I will return the presentation to Dr. Hughes.
As we conclude this afternoon's presentation, I want to thank you for your continued support of the meaningful, personalized professional learning and your commitment to funding the Career Ladder. We mentioned the planned expansion of learning opportunities, and as you know, that requires an investment through our operating budget. We look forward to coming before you in the future to outline our expansions to support bus drivers, instructional assistants, office professionals, and school leaders. Today, we wanted to focus on the teacher components and share the impact of the funding the Career Ladder has already had on teachers and by extension their students. At this time, we will be happy to take your questions.
Thank you, Dr. Hughes.
It was speed Career Ladder.
Thank you, Dr. Hughes and Dr. Weston, for this presentation. I'll turn the floor over to my colleagues, starting to my right with Mrs. Kinsella for any comments you would like to make or ask questions.
I think I'm just going to comment at this point, since we've run long today. I appreciate you breaking this out of the budget. Because it has been a financial component of recent budgets, right? And the expansion Like, I couldn't be more excited, listening, valuing, appreciating our employees. This career ladder is in direct response to what our employees have said they needed, and the expansion of it. I mean, bus drivers, thank you so much. That's in direct response to bus driver advocacy. I know I've shared with my colleagues and heard in recent months, and just for our instructional assistants, our office professionals, our school leaders, really just tremendous work in all the ways that we're valuing employees and doing things different in Henrico. Just thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mrs. Shea.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just piggyback on what Ms. Kinsella said. In Henrico, we do things different. I think we do things better, and this is a really great example of it. This is an example of teachers having a voice in deciding their own growth and development and being able to climb the career ladder for advancement while still continuing to do what they love in the classroom. In Henrico, we know that not one size fits all of our students, not one size fits all of our teachers. And so really, this is years and years of work on how do we do this different? How do we do this better? How do we keep bringing our teachers to the table to let them tell us where their career's going, and that's something we all know that we really value, and the superintendent continues to show her value on that voice. The board continues to invest millions into this on top of historic raises. No other school district in the nation has a program like this, and then, as Ms. Kinsella said, the budget that we're sending over tonight calls for even more funds to expand this, so doubling down in the best places, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Shea. Mr. Young.
I'd just like to echo my colleagues. I'm so proud of HCPS for leading the way on this. I think this is key to retainment. It's a game changer for employees. They are now in charge of their development, and I think that's key. So I would echo the sentiments of my colleagues up here. That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Mr. Irving.
Yeah, not to belabor the point, but I think this is excellent. I'm extremely proud that our district's doing this. I think it's going to be super impactful for our teachers and our other non-instructional staff as they expand their roles, and I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Irving. And I'll just add one short remark here, which is the tagline, "We learn best from one another." It's a short statement with a powerful meaning, and I was very pleased to see it in your presentation because I think it really sums up the intentionality in what you and your teams are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.